try this again. Okay. No weird hat on me. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to class on Friday. Hi, Linda. I would have started a little bit earlier, but when I flipped the camera on, I had a weird filter, like I had sunglasses and a hat, which might have been pretty fun, actually. But I know. I don't know what happened. It's been an electronically challenged morning. My iPad that I keep track of time with is just not working. It wants me to activate it with an old email and password that I have no idea what it is. So there's that. And then it's hard to find an actual, clock in the house that I know how to operate. It's a good day. Friday's always a good day, right? Hey, Deborah. All right. So we'll get started. I don't really have a plan for today. I'm going to have a loose plan, but I figured we would just start practicing and kind of see where it goes. And that's it. I have my water, have props if you want them, and we'll go ahead and get started. Make sure you can see. That's good. So close the window so we can block out some noise. All right, everybody, go ahead and get into an easy seated pose. Whether that's cross-legged for you or just something that's comfortable. Okay. I think I have everything now where I can see it. All right, so take a deep breath in through your nose. Let's keep our eyes open for a moment. Exhale through the mouth. Big forceful exhale. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Now close the eyes down, and you can choose to do a mudra. Mudra is a lock, so you kind of lock your index finger and your thumb together and splay the fingers out. Kind of gives you something to focus on, like holding that mudra. So as you close your eyes down, and if you choose to hold the mudra, you could also take your hands together. Fingertips together is also a nice one, and just kind of drop the hands into your lap. I'm taking the index finger and thumb together. Close your eyes down. And now take your breath just in and out of your nose. And we'll slowly just expand our lungs, just kind of playing around with that. So don't make your breath too big. Just increase the volume of your breath a little at a time. And don't go to full capacity. As you inhale, lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, feel the crown of your head kind of settle back down towards your hips. And just keep doing that. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, settling back in. Just a few more rounds of breath. more breath in through your nose. One more breath out through your nose. And then bring your hands to your heart center, which is also another mudra. Let your head bow to your hands. And then slowly blink open your eyes, just gazing through your fingertips to the floor. And then as we inhale, swing your arms out and up. Reach, reach, reach. Interlace your fingers at the top and then flip your palms towards the ceiling. So you're stretching long through the side waist. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Broaden through the chest. And so that action of squeezing the shoulder blades together pulls the upper arm bones back. And then you get a wider expansion of the chest area. Maybe we'll do some back bends, like some bridge pose. We'll work into that. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward, interlace. Push your palms forward and tuck your chin into your chest. Keep your fingers interlaced. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, change your grasp. All right, so I always grasp like this with my left index finger on top. I'm going to switch it so now my right index finger is on top. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Stay here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release it. Come forward, interlace, and push forward. Now keep your palms pushing forward. Sit up tall on your spine. And then as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is going to draw your palms back towards your chest. I'll turn to the side so you see that, right? So take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then lift your arms up overhead. So it's important we place our shoulder blades down and in to get the most rotation out of our shoulder joint. Breathe in. Exhale, release your hands back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. This is the last round here of this action, so keep squeezing in. Breathe in. Exhale, release forward, interlace the fingers. Press your palms forward. Let yourself sit back on your sits bones, stretching through your back. And then come to center, sit up tall. Hands are still interlaced. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so you're bringing your hands back towards your chest. Stay here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just release your hands. Good. Shake the shoulders out. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. As you exhale, take a twist to the right. Inhale, come to center. Hands can stay in your lap for now. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, come to center. Reach your arms up. So we'll add in this lengthening of the torso, and then twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Now inhale, come to center. Just come onto your hands and knees. So start here with your hands shoulder width apart, knees hips distance apart. And we'll do just a few cat-cows. Make sure your fingers are spread wide so that you have good support here for your wrists and your arms. Inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your sits bones up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, pull your chest forward, sits bones lift. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. A few more like that. Just go on your own breath. Go slow. exhale. And then come to a neutral spine. Take your right leg back behind you. Keep your heel in line with your hip. Again, press down into the floor, right, so that you're giving support here for the chest. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Again, now take your right leg over to the left side of your room. Put your toes down just outside of your mat. Create length here by pulling your chest forward as you inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your belly in. Look over your left shoulder to your right toes. Getting a nice side body stretch here. You know I like a nice side body stretch. Right? One more breath here. And then bring yourself back to center. Bring that right knee back in. Left leg goes back. Heel will be in line with your hip, and then flex your foot. Pull your shoulder blades together. So you kind of see the chest moves forward. And then as you exhale, take your left toes to the right side of the room. Toes come down just outside of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Pull your chest forward. Exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder to your left toes. And breathe. Inhale, come to center, and then let's get into child's pose. So big toes touch, knees wide. Bring your forehead down to your mat, and then reach your arms forward. Nice big breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your nose. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Long breath out. As you inhale, look up towards your hands. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, and then walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. And let your forehead come down, but you're still drawing the shoulder blades down. Inhale, walk your hands to center. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down and walk your hands over to the left. Couple more breaths here. Getting a nice side stretch here in your upper arms. And then come to center. And onto your hands and knees again. And then let's curl the toes under, lift your hips right into a downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. So bend one knee at a time. Stretch it out. And then come to stillness. Press your chest towards your thighs. Breathe in. As you exhale, look forward, pull your shoulder blades down your back, and then walk your feet to your hands. Come over into a Ragdoll Pose. Grab opposite elbows, and then let your head drop. Release your hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach all the way up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. We'll do a couple half sun salutations. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Guess we're getting the body moving. Take your right arm up and over. Your left hand's gonna come to your hip. Just do a big side body stretch here. Keep your feet equally planted to the ground, to your mat. Inhale, come up, take both arms up. Exhale, take the right hand to your hip and then stretch over. Good, inhale, come up, both arms up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back and your right knee down, coming into a lunge. I want you to take your hands to your thigh, left thigh. Keep your left knee stacked over your left ankle and then push your thigh away from you so it helps you to pull back your torso. As you do that, draw your belly in and up, reach your arms up, and then take your arms to a goalpost arm. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, right, so you keep broadening through the chest, but try to keep your elbows in your peripheral vision. So you're looking forward, but you can see your elbows, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together, but keep your elbows still. Because we have a tendency to squeeze our shoulder blades back and really pull the elbows back behind us. Or here we're isolating those muscles between the shoulder blades a little bit more when we do this. Just keep the elbows still, squeeze the shoulder blades in. Remember to lift your chest up. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands down. Take the left foot back to meet the right into a downward facing dog and go ahead and switch sides. Right foot comes forward, left knee comes down. Take your hands to your thigh. Right knee's gonna stack over the right ankle. Push the thigh away from you. See how tall you can sit up. Draw your belly button in to support all of that. Then your arms can release and reach up. Breathe in, lengthen up. Get some length through your side waist, and then exhale. Come back to this goalpost arms. So make sure you can see with your gaze forward, you can see your elbows and your peripheral vision. Keep your elbows in your peripheral vision as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. It's gonna feel weird, right? It's all good though. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your hands active. Draw your belly in. Good, one more breath here. Big breath in. Big breath out as you exhale, taking the hands down. Downward facing dog. Good. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Look forward and then walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. And then as you exhale, take your hands down. Let's interlace your fingers, right? So you're gonna grab your fingers here. Keep your elbows bent and then your hand kind of in your fist, or your fists, your hand in your fist, right? Keep your fists in your lower back and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good, get that action going and then release your hands down and then squeeze your shoulder blades together even more. Take your feet wider than hips distance apart and then as you exhale, fold forward. Good, nice deep breath in here. Long breath out. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your gaze, lift your heart. And then come back to center. Shake it out. Let's go back to lunging. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back. Right knee comes down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Now you could either start with, right, pushing back, or just create that action with your musculature to lift yourself up and lean the torso back. Now take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Try that different grasp, right? So my left index finger is always on top. I'm gonna try it with my right. Feels weird. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, sit up tall. And actually, let's take our fists, right, our hands that are interlaced, into the lower back. Pull down on your lower back. So you're trying to bring the tailbone straight down to the floor. Lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then straighten your arms. Good. Take a big breath in here. Long breath out. Lean a little bit more forward into that front knee. Actually, a lot, as much as you can. Good. Lift your heart. Just going back a little bit. Right, only go as far as your body says is okay. And then come forward, release your arms, reach them up. Exhale, hands down, take the left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. And pedal your feet. Come to stillness. Look forward, step your right foot forward, left knee comes down. Bring yourself up into your lunge. Right, keep the knee stacked over the ankle for now. And then take your hands behind you. Still go with that opposite grasp that you normally do. Take your hands to your lower back, and you're drawing down on the lower back, just straight down, so that your tailbone starts to drop towards the floor. Pull your belly in, lift your heart. You can release your hands back behind you, so straighten your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, looking up and back if it's possible. And then come forward. Release. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands down. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Look forward. Now step your right foot forward, then your left. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway left. Now exhale, take your right foot back and keep your right knee lifted. So we're coming into high lunge. Good. Pull your belly in and up. Reach your arms up. Oh, I realized I skipped something before. That's okay. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, whichever grasp works for you. Take your hands, your fists, to your lower back. Press down so that your tailbone drops more to the floor, and you can pull your belly in and up to help that action. Straighten your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward now. So coming into humble warrior. All right, keep your left knee stacked over the left ankle if you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, folding forward. So try to keep the torso pretty parallel to the floor. So you've got to pull your chest forward as you lift your hands up. Now if you need a towel here to hang on to, grab it. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up. Release your arms. Let it go. And fall over. Take your hands down. Come into child's pose. Big toes touch. Knees wide. Forehead down. Take a rest. Take a drink of water. Breathe in. Take a nice slow breath out. Come back up onto your hands and knees and into downward facing dog. Look forward. Step your right foot forward. Your left knee stays up, lunging on the other side. So keep your right knee stacked over your right ankle. Good. Just bring your arms up to create that length through the side body, and then take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, whichever grasp you want to choose. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can start with Hands at the fist to draw the tailbone down. Pull your belly in. Keep that action going. And release your arms back behind you, straightening them. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Your gaze can come up. And then exhale, hinge at the waist. Knee stacks over the ankle. Pull your chest forward so that your torso tries to stay parallel to the floor as much as possible. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into your front foot. Release your arms up. And then take it down. Downward facing dog. Pull your shoulder blades down your back and then come sliding forward into a plank pose. Squeeze your legs. Pull your shoulder blades down. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. And then look forward. Walk your feet to your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Draw your shoulder blades down your back as you fold over your legs. Your elbows come out wide. Big breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your nose. Couple more breaths here. Release your toes. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. We'll do a couple balancing poses that'll help us with stretching, right, our quadricep muscles. So the first one, not so much, but the second one I will. Okay, ground down into your left foot, going into tree pose. You can bring your toes, your right toes on the floor with your heel resting to the inside of your shin, foot to your shin, or foot all the way into your thigh. So here we're just trying to open up through the hips. This right knee, I want you to try to draw it back behind you, or to the wall behind you, but keep your hip points still facing forward. Right, that's a big ask. Right. So no matter where you placed your foot, this is the action that we're going for. Pull your belly in, let your tailbone drop. And really push into the triangle of your foot, which is your big toe bone mound, baby toe bone mound, and the center of your heel. Right? There's a triangle shape that happens. Press down into it. Bring your arms to a goalpost arm. Try to see your elbows through your peripheral vision and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And just breathe. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bring that right knee forward and release it down. Shake it out. Okay, let's go to the other side. Ground down into your right foot. Left toes can be on the floor with your heel resting to the inside of your shin. Foot to your shin, foot to your thigh. Push the two together. Press down into your standing foot, and then let this left knee draw back. So you've got to use your gluteus medius muscle, right? You got to squeeze that, pull the knee back while keeping your hip points forward. So you're working into the rotation of your hip joint. Pull your belly in. Take your arms up. Good, and then bring them back to your heart center. I want you to push your palms together and squeeze the shoulder blades back. Right, as you push your left foot into your right thigh and pull the left knee back. It's a lot to do, right? Stay here and breathe. Let your gaze be soft. So whatever you're looking at, soften your eyes around it. Push into that triangle of your right foot. Help it grow you taller. Good. Release that pressure from your hands. Bring the left knee forward and take it down. Whew. Shake it out. It's a lot of work for your standing leg. We're going to add in one more lock. Right, so we started with like a mudra, with a lock, the fingers. There's different locks throughout the body, but for a back bend, I like the lock, the chin lock. It's called Jalahara Bandha. It's fun to say, right? So we're coming back into tree pose, whatever your version is of it. And I want you to sit up tall, like do all the things. Knees back, sitting up tall, let your hands be free. And then take a finger to your chin and just push your chin back towards your throat. So it's not chin to chest, it's chin to throat. Like somebody's putting their hand in front of your face and you're pulling your face away. Right, so this creates a nice long neck. And then inhale, bring your arms up, pull the chin back, lift your chest, and then bring your arms back. So you're trying to do like a little standing back bend. Keep your chin locked in until your gaze can go up and back with more ease. Breathe in. Exhale, pull your chin back into Jalahara Bandha. Take your hands to your heart center and release. Shake it out. So what Jalahara Bandha does is it creates this long neck so that when you go up and back, it doesn't crunch the back of your neck. So if you're just standing here and then you lift your head up and back, you might feel like, I don't know, uneasy. This will help. Jalahara Bandha. Pull the chin back, lift the chest, up and back. Just creates that nice arc for the body. Just makes things a little bit easier. I'm not saying it takes all discomfort away, but you have to really check in with yourself. If it's too uncomfortable for your neck to lift up and go back, don't do it. Let's go to the other side. Left foot into the right thigh. Pull your belly in. Tailbone drops. Good. Take this knee back so your left knee goes back. Jalahara Bandha. Pull the chin towards your throat. All right, so keep it locked. Take your arms up. Pull your shoulder blades down. Good. Now lift your chest up. Going up and back if that's okay for your neck. Otherwise, you're just staying here in the Jalahara Bandha lock. Pulling the chin in. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. You're going backwards with the arms. It's going to help lift you up. Now my chin is okay to go up and back. Breathe. And come forward, pulling the chin in. Whew. I had to do that a little quickly because I was falling out. So try that again on each side. So taking the right foot into the left thigh. Pull the Jalahara Bandha back. Arms up. Lift your chest. Keep the chin pulled in until it feels okay to go back. And then go. Shoulders down. Coming back, pull the chin in. And come forward. Go to the other side. So the class actually turned into a Jalahara Bandha workshop. That's what happens. All right, other side. Jalahara Bandha. Pull it in. Stabilize yourself. So I'm like all over the place right now. I'm going to ground myself back in. Belly in. Jalahara Bandha lock is in. I'm going to keep my arms at like this goalpost arm. And then go back. To come out, pull your chin back to your throat and release. Good, shake it out. Nice work. Okay, so let's do one more. I'm going to stretch out this quadricep muscle when we do go into bridge. So going into bridge, ground down into your left foot and bring your right foot back behind you. Take your right hand forward and then turn your palm up so your thumb is going to the right. Now keep your shoulder blades squeezing in towards one another. Keep your Jalahara Bandha locked in too. And then grab the inside of your right foot. See how my shoulder is nice and open here? Avoid this. Right? This, I'm still grabbing the inside of my foot, but now my shoulder is locked in. I want to keep my shoulder open. So thumb up, then I turn it, pull in, pull out. Good. So my shoulder blade is squeezing in. This area is now so open so that I can do dancer pose, which we're going into. So hinge forward, take your left hand forward, and my shoulder stays nice and open. Good. Come all the way up, and then switch sides. So now we're grounding down into the right foot. Bend your left knee. Left hand goes forward. Turn your palm up. Reach, reach, reach. Keep this open. Avoid the flip to grab your foot. Keep it open. Grab the inside of your left foot. See how my shoulder joint stays nice and open here. I'll turn to the side, right? So you see this open versus this more compact and closed. If you're like this and you start to go back over time, like it just doesn't feel good in the collarbone. You've got a couple bones kind of clashing together here. Here the joint stays more flexible. Lean forward, dancer pose. Push your foot into your hands, getting a nice stretch of our quadricep. Just adding to what we did when we were lunging. Breathe here. And then come all the way up. Good, shake it out. Now let's come down onto our backs. I'm going to turn my mat so that you can see that. Just a little bit more. Okay. Can you see it? Yes, okay. And if you want a block, if you have a block, grab one. If not, don't worry. So come down onto your back. Feet on the floor, knees up. So we're going to start to do our bridge work. I want you to pull the Jalahara Bandha in. So pull your chin towards your throat. Just slightly. So it's not a big pulling in. I don't want your neck totally flat on the floor. I still want a little curve in there, so you want to be able to see daylight or stick your hand underneath your neck and there's space. But it's a nice slight tucking in. And then press into the backs of your arms to lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then take your arms down. Take the arms out to the side. If you have a block, take the block between your thighs. If not, you'll keep your knees about hips distance apart and really push into your feet and squeeze your leg muscles into their bones. So now squeeze the block. If you have the block, squeeze the block between the thighs. You might need to go to the middle width. Check in with your shoulders and just lift your hips a couple of inches off the ground. Press the back of your hand and your arms into the floor as you squeeze the block. Lift, lift, lift. Go. Keep lifting your hips. Slowly, higher, higher, higher. Squeezing your shoulder blades in. Pressing the backs of your arms and your hands into the floor. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly bring your hips down. Take the block out and release it. Okay, so that's helping us squeeze the shoulder blades in. Because when we're in bridge pose, if we squeeze our shoulder blades in together, we lift the spine up so you're not crunching your spine on the floor. especially when you lift your hips back and it shifts your weight back into your upper torso area. You know, if you just got your shoulders flat out and you come up, it like hurts all through your upper back. You don't want that. You want to feel good in yoga. All right, so here we go, into our next section. You can use the block or not, your preference, your choice. Press into your feet and lift your hips about halfway up. So if you don't have the block, you're really squeezing your leg muscles, and then create a little internal rotation of the thighs. So imagine that you had a block and you're trying to push the block down to the floor. And then walk your upper arm bones in towards one another. Fingertips are going to go straight up to the ceiling. So you should be on the backs of your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as best you can to lift your spine up. Right? Your spine is coming up away from the floor. Stay here and then lift your hips a little bit higher. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades in. You're pressing into the backs of your arms strong. Good. Spread your fingers wide. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release it out. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide, and just take a rest. So after that back bend, let your spine rest in Supta Baddha Konasana versus pulling your knees in. Just try it. Okay, bring the knees back together. So our last one here, press into your feet. And as you press into the feet, pull the belly button in and up. So tailbone kind of going straight forward. So if you are up on a lunge, your tailbone will be planting straight down towards the floor. So we're just doing all the actions that we've been doing all class, but now we're just on our back. So pull the belly in, lift your hips like halfway, start to walk your upper arm bones underneath you and see how your torso just lifts up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, spread your fingers wide, and then take your hands down and then underneath you, interlace your fingers. Lift your hips a little bit more. See if you can walk your hands, your upper arm bones together even more. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then lift your hips. Good, squeeze your leg muscles. Try to create that internal rotation of your thighs. Imagine you had a block and you're trying to push the block down towards the floor as you lift your hips up. Good. Stay here for 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your shoulders. 6. Pull Jalahara Bandha in slightly. I don't even know what number we're on, so we'll say 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands. Let your hips drop slowly. Soles of your feet together. Knees open wide. One hand on your heart. One hand on your belly. Deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take a rest. Let the knees really just drop out to the side. And let's do one more bridge. You thought you were done. Okay, feet, hips distance, press into your feet, lift your hips, walk the upper arm bones together, interlace your fingers, walk the upper arm bones back together again, and lift your hips. Keep your gaze straight up, so just listen to the instruction. I want you to walk your right foot in slightly, and then come onto the tippy toes of your left foot. Draw your belly in, push into your right foot, and then lift your left leg up. Keep drawing the belly in, and then take it down. So my right shoulder just slipped out of the way, so I'm going to tuck it back in and then go to the other side. So walk my left foot in slightly. Push into my left foot. Come onto the tippy toes of my right foot. Take the right leg up. Keep pressing down into the backs of your arms and lift your hips. And then lower it down. Take it down. Soles of your feet together. Knees open wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on your heart. One hand on your belly. And let your breath slow down. Now bring your knees together. Take your feet really wide on your mat. So like your pinky toes are on the edges of your mat. And then roll your knees from side to side. Doing that windshield wiper action. Good, one more time, side to side. And then bring your knees up to center. Take a full body stretch here. Reach your arms back behind you, press your heels forward. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. And then grab your hamstrings and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Pull your toes down towards your shin. The hamstring stretch. Slow, steady breaths. Time to slow your breath down. And then take a full body stretch, releasing your right leg forward. Exhale, hug your left knee in. Hold it for a second, and then grab behind the leg, taking the hamstrings. Straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling. Stretch it out. Slow your breath down. Inhale, release your left leg down, take a full body stretch. As you exhale, hug your right knee back into your chest and take it to a twist. So right knee comes across your body to the left side of the room. Your right arm reaches out to the right side of the room. Stretch along in your side body. Inhale, come out, full body stretch. Exhale, take the left knee in, twist to your right. Reach your left arm out to the side. Breathe steady. Come back up to center, full body stretch. Exhale, hug both of your knees in. And then bring your feet down to the floor, knees up. So your feet here are about hips distance apart. Take the right foot, bring it on top of your left thigh, so a figure four stretch. Grab behind your left thigh, pull it towards you as you let your head rest back down towards the floor. Flex your feet. So here we're targeting the outer right hip. As you exhale, draw your knee a little bit closer to your chest. And then maybe with your right forearm, you can push the right leg forward. So it's going to create more of a stretch here in your hip. Good, one more breath. take your left foot down to the floor. Keep your right foot crossed, but then cross it all the way over. Let your knees drop over to the left. You can take your left hand, take it on top of the right thigh to help yourself into a twist. So a couple twists at the end of this practice. As we're doing our bridge pose, this is a good counter to back bend. Try to pull your shoulder blades down your back. Keep your chest open, broad. Maybe your gaze turns over your right hand. Inhale, come back up to center. Reset your feet. So your feet here are going to be hips distance apart. Take the left foot on top of your right thigh, so you're creating that figure four. Grab behind your right thigh. Pull your right thigh towards you. And let your head rest back down. Keep your feet flexed here, so you're supporting your joints. Draw your shoulder blades down. You can, with your left forearm, push the left thigh forward, creating space. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. And we'll take a few more breaths here in this figure four stretch. And then take your feet, or your right foot to the floor, and then cross your left leg all the way over the right. And then let your knees go over to the right as your left arm comes out to the left. And your gaze can be up towards the ceiling or over your left hand. Just if you're going to look over the left hand, tuck the chin in, so you're coming back to Jalahara Bandha, and turn your head. So try that out. In your other practices, if you're having to turn the head to the side or look up towards your top hand, try the Jalahara Bandha. Pull the chin in towards the chest. With practice, it's really beneficial. One more breath here. Long breath out. Bring your knees up to center. Take a full body stretch. And then exhale, take the hands forward, palms up. Close your eyes. And let your jaw relax. Coming into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Allow your body to rest fully on your mat. And let yourself be still. Now begin to deepen your breath. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your feet to the floor, knees up. Draw your belly in and roll to your side. Whichever side feels right. Rest your head on your forearm. And then as you inhale, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Sit up nice and tall. And then bow your head to your heart. Bring your right hand on your heart, your left hand over the right. We'll seal our practice today with a chant of one Om. Inhale. Bring your palms together, your thumbs to your forehead. Thank you for sharing this practice today. Together we say, Namaste. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks, everyone. Have a good Friday. Carmen's up next with her strength training. Check out our schedule as it may change. And I look forward to seeing you all. Bye. Didn't hit the finish button.